Well, the Western Athletic Conference announced its all-conference teams today. It was a good day for the Warriors as 7 players are named to the first or second team. Fresh off their invitation to the Sheraton Hawaii Bowl, the Western Athletic Conference awarded 7 Warrior players with first or second team honors. Leading the way is senior linebacker Solomon Elimimian, who was named co-defensive player of the year alongside Jerron Gilbert of San Jose State.
I thank God for the award, and I also thank my coaches and my teammates, and I feel like the award could have went to a lot of different people.
Joining Solomon on the first team are offensive lineman John Estes, defensive back Ryan Mouton, and linebacker Adam Leonard.
I asked my brother, and I love him, and I feel like he is, one of the top linebackers in this league, and I feel like, he has a great future ahead of him, and, I love playing with him, and, just thinking about it, we only have 2 more games to play until we go our separate ways.
Warrior head coach Greg McMackin couldn't be happier for the 7 Warrior players who were honored, but was disappointed that defensive lineman David Veikune wasn't selected the All-WAC first team.
If there's a better defensive end out there, I would beg to differ.
He definitely got robbed. I just talked to coach right now, and he made second team, and I felt like, he could easily made Defensive Player of the Year.
Joining Veikune on the second team are wideout Michael Washington and defensive lineman Keala Watson. Now the Warriors will wrap up the regular season this Saturday at home against Big East champion Cincinnati. With a win, the team would finish 8-5 on the season.
Solomon Elimimian has been lived up to the hype. He was projected to be the WAC Defensive Player of the Year and picked up that very award today. Elimimian is one of 7 Warriors recognized by the conference. He actually shares the honors of co-Defensive Player of the Year with San Jose State's Jerron Gilbert. Elimimian ranked 6th in the WAC with 101 tackles on the year. This season, the senior linebacker became UH's all-time leading tackler and now has a total of 414 takedowns with 2 games left. Elimimian is only the 3rd Warrior to take this award, along with Al Noga and Travis LeBoy.
I just love football, and I'll do whatever I have to take, to be better as a player, whether it's, coming in on Sundays and, working out on Sundays or, watching extra film, it doesn't matter. This is something that I feel like God's called me to do. I feel like, that passion and that, desire is definitely there when I play.
Elimimian and his best friend Adam Leonard were also named to the All-WAC first team. Leonard is second only to Elimimian for tackles this season with 75. It's the 2nd straight year that Leonard takes home the honor. In 2006, he made the All-WAC second team. Joining the linebackers is defensive back Ryan Mouton. Mouton, who has played a total of 4 positions for UH this season, has 33 tackles, 3 interceptions. He sat out injured this week, but is expected back versus Cincinnati. Hawaii also scored 1 offensive player on the All-WAC first team. John Estes makes the league's best of the best for the O-line. Estes, who's a junior, has not missed a start for UH in the past 3 seasons. 3 more Warriors round out the All-WAC second team honors. Michael Washington at receiver, Keala Watson and David Veikune at defensive line. Well, Coach Mack is proud of all his guys who made the exclusive list. It's a mystery to him how Veikune was overlooked as a first teamer.
And if there's a better defensive end out there, I would beg to differ, because his first team All-League last year. He leads in all categories, forced fumbles. He's in the top 5 in everything, tackle for losses, sacks, everything.
I hope you're all having a pleasant evening. Listen, living up to a preseason expectation, Warriors linebacker Solomon Elimimian named WAC Defensive Player of the Year today. Solly's 101 tackles this season, his tops at UH, 6 in the conference, and 414 stops in his career, broke Levi Stanley's school record of 366. Elimimian also added 9.5 tackles for a loss of yards and 3 sacks.
It's definitely a blessing, I thank God for the award, and I also thank my coaches and my teammates, and I feel like the award could have went, to a lot of different people.
Solly deserves it. He's not only a great player and did so well during his career here, he's a great leader.
We have one of the best defense linemen in the league, I feel, and they've done a great job of keeping guys off me and letting me make a lot of plays.
Solly joined Al Noga and Travis LeBoy as the only ones from UH named WAC Defensive Player of the Year. Joining Elimimian as All-WAC first team, fellow linebacker Adam Leonard, center John Estes, and defensive back Ryan Mouton. Now noticeably absent from this year's first team, Warriors defensive end David Veikune, first-teamer last season, who had a monster senior season. Veikune third on the team with 64 tackles and led UH with 15 stops for a loss of yards, 8 sacks, 4 forced fumbles. This is ridiculous.
Did David Veikune get robbed?
He definitely got robbed. You know, I just talked to Coach right now, and he made second team, and I felt like, you know, he could easily have made Defensive Player of the Year.
And if there's a better defensive end out there, you know, I would beg to differ.
Joining Veikune is all WAC second team, defensive tackle Keala Watson, and slotback Mike Washington. Chris Peterson of Boise State named Coach of the Year. Nevada quarterback Colin Kaepernick, WAC Offensive Player of the Year.
Athletic Conference today handed out its awards, and Warriors linebacker, senior linebacker Solomon Elimimian heads the pack. Elimimian was named the WAC's Co-Defensive Player of the Year, sharing the honor with San Jose State's Jaron Gilbert. Solly, 6th in the WAC in tackles this season with 8.4 per game. He has 101 tackles, 53 of those solo this season, and 3 sacks. He's recovered a fumble and forced a loose ball as well. And earlier this season, Elimimian became the all-time leading tackler in Hawaii football history. He's got 414 with 2 games left to play.
Just being able to be put in positions half the battle, you know what I'm saying? When you have a coach and staff who believe in you and is going to push in positions to make the plays. And I feel like that's, you know, that's definitely huge too. So I just want to just keep playing better and just keep getting better every week and just, you know, playing as a team. And I feel like the award could have went, you know, to a lot of different people. I feel like it was a team effort. Defensively, we played well, you know, these last couple of weeks. Defensive line, you know, we have one of the best defense line in the league, I feel.
Elimimian, Aononga, and Travis LeBoy are the only players in Hawaii history to be named D Player of the Year. But Solly has one more goal he wants to accomplish.
Definitely being Cincinnati. You know, I was talking to some of the guys, and this is like a BCS game this Saturday, you know, because Cincinnati is a BCS team, and they're going to, I think, the Orange Bowl, right? And how we approach it, this is a, you know, it's a BCS game, and we're going to be able to redeem ourselves.
Here are the rest of the Warriors making the list today. The all-conference honors. Offensive lineman John Estes being named to the first team for the 2nd straight year. And then on defense, Solly is joined by Adam Leonard, who, like Elimimian, are back-to-back years right here. Leonard was also a second-team selection in '06, and two-way player Ryan Mouton gets the nod as a defensive back on the first team. On the second team, receiver Mike Washington, and on defense, lineman Keala Watson, and a surprise, last year's first-team player, David Veikune, who Coach Mack says could have easily earned Player of the Year honors, or at least a first-team pick.
I'm really proud of Solly getting co-defensive player. Anybody that can break a tackling record for a school's history, you know, I went with Solly, but I very much could have gone with Veikune because he's had the best year of everybody. And if there's a better defensive end out there, you know, I would beg to differ.
Most of them agree, though, the bowl game and the awards will all feel a lot better if they can get a win this week on Senior Saturday. 13th-ranked Cincinnati comes to town. The Bearcats are the Big East champs and BCS bowl-bound. More on them, of course, this week. For those of you that called tonight, the nationally televised game is going to air live on ESPN2 at 6:35 Saturday night.